Dragons on Eagle Radio are brought to you in part by Rothy Family Flooring, Anchor In and Anchor Away, Erickson Custom Building, H&R Block, APAC Kansas, Shears Division, Prairie Star Health Center, First National Bank, The Medicine Shop, Ashcraft Pharmacy, Reno County Area Transit, RCAT, Next Tech Wireless, Midwest Ford and Toyota, Salt City Pawn, Amelia Bedelia's, Brickhouse Boutique, and these Sportscaster Club members, Lowen Corporation, Burning Chiropractic, Dr. Robert Epp, Portfolio Recovery, Green Vision Group, Craig Barkley Plumbing, and Mega Manufacturing. All the exciting action of the Blue Dragons is on now. Let's go to the broadcast booth for the play-by-play with the Eagle Sports Crew on Eagle Radio.
Well, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Sports Arena in the Polo Bar Grill Holiday Classic. Glenn Grunwald, your host this afternoon. So glad to have you along as the Blue Dragons are getting set to take on the Ellsworth Panthers. The Ellsworth Panthers, again, out of Iowa, really had a licking put on them yesterday. Tough loss for the Lady Panthers. They only have 6 players. We'll get into that in just a little bit. So they had one foul out. So they are 0-14, and they lost to Barton 101-27. The Blue Dragons, on the other hand, with a nice win over Iowa Western in yesterday's basketball action, as they were able to come out with a nice win. And Iowa Western took it to Barton today. The final 84-66. Iowa Western came out to play today and got a nice win, so they go home 1-1. While the Cougars of Barton also go home at 1-1. The Ellsworth team is 0-14. The Blue Dragons are 13-0, ranked number 6 in the nation. So we're going to have a fairly good ball game there. Really should not be too much of a contest, but at the same time, you got to play the games, and we'll just see what's going to happen. You look at this Ellsworth Iowa team. They're a team that has had some close games. They lost their 4th game of the year, 80-73 in overtime to Rochester Community and Technical College. That was in the Dale Howard Classic. They also had a tough loss to North Central Missouri College right before that. They also lost in overtime, 81-75 to Southeastern Community College. They play in a conference up in Iowa, made up of several Iowa teams. So they, after this one, will return home and get set for conference play that'll be coming up just around the corner. Their head coach is Molly Greenfield. She became the head coach back in August of 2018. She was working at a daycare back in that time. Now, she had played for the Panthers when she was an undergraduate, and she transferred from Ellsworth to Waldorf University for one season, and then transferred to Crown College in Minnesota for another season. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in sports management and a minor in psychology, but she was actually home working in a daycare, and she grew up in Williams, Iowa, graduated from Northeast Hamilton High School. She was all Iowa Star Conference Northern Division her senior year, and was a pretty good little ball player in her time. She also coached the Iowa Ambush AAU girls basketball in 2016, so she is familiar with basketball and is trying to do a good job. Now, she's lost a couple of players. Their most recent, and these are 2 players that played in their most recent loss before they came here to Iowa Lakes Community College. That was an 81-62 final. Was Taylor Nolte out of Australia. She averaged at 15.5 a game, had 21 against Clear Lake. And Meredith Lincoln out of Saratoga, Wyoming. Both those girls are not on her roster as of right now. I don't know if Nolte went home and just didn't get back or what the story is with Lincoln. But she lost 27 points out of her lineup. And that's a situation where instead of getting here, she's been, within 10 of most teams, 0-14. They have been having a tough go of it totally. And Bailey Stroud's averaging close to 29 minutes a game. She was able to get 8 points out of her last night, so she's a transfer from Iowa Central. So we'll just have to see what's going to take place. Well, the Blue Dragons on the other side played pretty good defense yesterday. Offensively, they got in a transition, played good defense in the middle, denied the inside pass, and just really took it to Iowa Western. Controlled that ball game, continued to add quarter to quarter. We'll talk with John on January 7th at the Polo Bar and Grill for his Dragon Talk show, and I'm sure he'll talk about the pressure defense that his girls were able to put against Iowa Western, a good Iowa Western team that they are now 5-0 against in all-time history. Came out big winners in yesterday's contest. That was in the late game last night. Here should be a different story. Hutchinson should handle Ellsworth pretty easily. I think you're going to see a lot of reserves getting a lot of minutes on the floor. we'll see what's going to happen. A lot of parents are here this weekend. I just talked to Lauren Mapasua's father, and they've been here since the 23rd. And maybe we'll stay one more day because he knows Lauren has tomorrow off, and then they'll head back to Australia. So there's been a lot of parents here throughout the whole week or two from our out-of-state and out-of-nation ball players. Blue Dragon ladies came back there tonight, got a couple good practices in, and probably the only concern that I have going into the new year would be Michaela Van Epp. As she said, of St. Paul, Minnesota, she's having a little bit of a back problem. I'm not sure she'll get a whole lot of minutes tonight or not. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout, get set for starting lineups coming your way from the Sports Arena at Hutchinson. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
First National Bank is always open. We've made it easier than ever to conduct all of your banking from your smartphone, tablet, or laptop. You pick the location to get started, all via fnbhutch.bank. Apply for a loan or open an account over your lunch break or from the comfort of your own home. Electronic banking everywhere you are. Get started at fnbhutch.bank. We wish you happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas from your friends at First National Bank. We're first for you.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
Around the corner for the Polo Bar and Grill Holiday Classic. Polo Bar and Grill located at 25 East 30th Street. That is the home of John Onges' Dragon Talk. We will be back there on January 7th for the next Dragon Talk. Here's Darren Dunn with our starting lineups.
Sports Arena and Sam Butterfield Court for the final game of the Polo Bar and Grill Blue Dragon Holiday Classic. Today's game features the Ellsworth Panthers and your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. Before the introduction of the starting lineups, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America and those who protect our freedoms at home and abroad for the playing of the national anthem.
Hey, you listen to Blue Dragon Basketball on Country 102.9 KHUT in Hutchinson Country Station, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. In addition, also on the Blue Dragon Sports Network on the YouTube channel for Hutch Blue Dragons. Here's Darren Dunnigan.
At guard, a 5'6" redshirt sophomore from Lincoln, Nebraska, number 2, Sammy Miller. At forward, a 5'9" sophomore from Waterloo, Iowa, number 12, Sydney Nystrom. At guard, a 5'6" freshman from Dunlap, Iowa, number 14, Cheyenne Marshall. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Cherokee, Iowa, number 15, Skylar Gerdes. And at guard, a 5'8" redshirt freshman from Kansas City, Missouri, number 32, Danny Woodruff. The Panthers are 0-14 and coached by Molly Greenfield in her first season.
Again, other matchups that they had this year, coming off a tough loss to Iowa Lakes Community College, 81-62 in a game that was played back in December 8th. Then they took the break until yesterday's game against Barton and got lit up 101-27. Barton, by the way, on the losing end to Iowa Western today, 84-66. Alan Clark team wasn't quite ready to play, but on the other side, Iowa Western was ready to play, and they flat took it to the Cougars. But that's a good Cougar team that's going to compete in the West, no doubt about that, as they get set for league play. That'll be starting up next week. Same way with the Blue Dragon ladies, as they'll be starting up league play just around the corner. Matter of fact, to be exact, it'll be 2 o'clock on January 5th. Darren Dunn and Rusty Hills with the call on that one. That'll be at Iola, Kansas. Those 2 afternoon contests. 2 and 4 will be the start there. Then back home here on the 12th of January as Cali out of Arc City comes to the Sports Arena. And then we get set to double round robin with the west side of the bracket. Here's your starting lineups now for the Blue Dragons of Hutchinson.
Lineup for your Hutchinson Community College Blue Dragons. At guard, a 5'8" freshman from Baldwin City, Kansas, number 2, Abby Ogle. At guard, a 5'8" sophomore from Dodge City, Kansas, number 12, Tia Bradshaw. At forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Olathe, Kansas, number 22, Dejanay Roebuck. At guard, a 5'6" freshman from St. Paul, Minnesota, number 23, Michaela Van Ness. And at forward, a 6' sophomore from Liberal, Kansas, number 32, Jada Mickens. The Blue Dragons are 13-0, and number 6 in the nation. Coached by John Hunches in his 12th season, assisted by Travis Kirk, Bill Anderson, and Jamie Patrick. Officials for today's matchup, Jeff Stromgren, Ben Winkley, and Rodney Palin.
All right, we're about set to jump center and get going with this basketball game this afternoon. They put these games in the afternoon because of the semifinal football that'll be taking place. There's already been a couple bowl games today. Michigan took it on the chin, got beat in a big way with Florida with the win. And then also South Carolina was blanked, and I mean blanked, in their bowl game today. So 2 other big ones coming up later on today. Oklahoma and Alabama late tonight. And Notre Dame getting set. Football action coming your way in just a little bit. Tips control by the Blue Dragons. Jump from the outside by Van Etten is good. And Van Etten knocks it down from the outer perimeter. Again, I'm going to watch to see how long she's in there. She's suffering from a little bit of a back spasms, and we'll see how long she hangs in there. 3-0 Hutch with the early lead. Just underway. So glad to have you along on this afternoon. Ball on the top side now with the basketballs. Nystrom. Nystrom goes right side. Again, they only suit out 6 players. So yesterday they had 1 foul out with the ball outside. Gerdes to the left wing now. The dribble drive to the baseline. Bounce pass stolen away by Van Nett. Van Nett will bring it up for the Blue Dragons. She'll split to the left side, goes right to the left side, back to Ogle, back to Van Nett. Basket good. And right off down to the blocks, Van Nett with 5 points to lead at 5-0. We're just less than a minute deep into this first quarter of play. 9:12 to go in this first quarter of action. Ball on the outside is Sammy Miller. She's out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Holds up with the basketball. Wants to pass it away and gets stolen by Van Nett. Here comes Van Nett. Left side layup on its way. Good. Van Nett with 7 quick points and leads. The Dragons lead at 7-0. So Van Nett, again, she's out of St. Paul, Minnesota. She came to play today. 7 points already for her cause. Ball on the outside. Dribble drive by Gertie. She'll hold up, square it up, shoot it up. Not there. Rebound clear by Tia Bradshaw. She's fouled from behind. She will fall to the floor here. The foul's going to quickly be called. They're going to whistle this one on Woodruff, and she'll pick up foul number 1. Danny Woodruff out of Kansas City, Missouri, picks up the first foul for the Panthers of Ellsworth. Iowa Falls, the hometown, is where Ellsworth is from. Not Ellsworth, Iowa. There is an Ellsworth, Iowa that's close around. Outside shot by Tia Bradshaw won't go. Ran down in the corner by Roebuck for the offensive board. Hutch keeps it alive. Three-pointer up, missing by Roebuck. Loose basketball picked away. Again, coming up with it will be Woodruff for the Lady Panthers. Panthers into the forecourt. Woodruff pulls back, shoots the three. It's on its way and hits it. Danny Woodruff with her first basket. She has 3, and the Lady Panthers have 3. 7-3 ball game. Hutchinson lead is at 4. Left side, Abby Ogle holds the ball high. Flash pass inside of Mickens. Shot up and good. Jada Mickens from the free throw line makes it 9-3. Hutch off and running. Off the court comes Sammy Miller for the Panthers. She'll angle to the left side. Panthers in the black uniforms, purple numerals, gold trim. Good-looking uniforms. Blue Dragons in their home grays tonight. Sammy Miller, left side. Again, she's a redshirt sophomore. Ball knocked away, last touched out of bounds. It will go over to the Panthers, and Abby Ogle has to run the ball down all the way down. Had a good crowd last night's ball game. Not as populated today, but that's understanding with all the bowl games going on. Pretty cold outside. Nice place to come and warm up here at the Sports Arena. Ball on the outside. Woodruff drives to the right, goes up for the shot. Off, no good. Nene Roebuck with the rebound. Hutchinson on the run. Bradshaw brings it up right down the middle of the paint. Dumps underneath the Mickens. She'll put a wild shot up. It won't go. Rebound's going to be cleared out of there. And coming up with it will be Cheyenne Marshall for the Ellsworth Lady Panthers. Miller a call out the play. She'll walk dribble it up. Hutchinson's not going to be pressing. I think they see the need right now, although that is their arsenal defensively. Ball knocked away, saved, inbounds, but it goes to Roebuck. Good job by Hutchinson to cause the turnover. Here comes Roebuck. She's bumped, layup good. And an N1 coming away for Roebuck. 11-3. Hutchinson with the lead, and the N1 coming for Roebuck. The foul's going to be charged against Woodruff, and that will be her second. And that is bad news for Molly Greenfield, the head coach of Ellsworth Community College Lady Panthers, because she has got to keep her in the ball game. Free throw tosses up and good by Nene Roebuck. She's a good free throw shooter. 3 points to her cause, and it's 12-3. The lead for the Blue Dragons of Hutch. Sammy Miller across the timeline. Bradshaw tied on her. Miller goes left side across the top of the lane, holds up, kicks it back. Double penetration by Gerties. Bounce pass on the outside. Last touched out of bounds off an Ellsworth player. Good hustle by Mickens to get a hand in and disrupt the path of the ball. Cheyenne Marshall had to go off her face out of bounds. So Hutchinson basketball. Nene Roebuck gets it in, and up comes Bradshaw with a left-hand dribble. Goes left wing with it to Ogle. Fast pass down low underneath the Roebuck. Loose basketball ran down by Miller. Sammy Miller of Ellsworth will bring it up. Turnover Hutchinson. We're sitting at the 6:10 mark of this first quarter of play. If you just tuned in, Iowa Western the winner over Barton in the early game at 1 o'clock, 84-66. The game at Iowa Western jumped out to a quick lead. By the way, twin sister to Kelsey Brett had 15 in the win in that ball game. Jumper up, missing. Rebound cleared out of there by Bradshaw. She'll bring it on the dribble. Across the timeline. Angle dribble underneath the Ogle. Layup good. Found a streaking Abby Ogle on the left side. She put it up and in a 30-second timeout. Hutchinson 14, the Panthers of Ellsworth 3. We'll be back in a half a minute.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
14-3, Hutchinson with the early lead over the Ellsworth Panthers. Just got a text message from Sean James, who's in town out of New York. One of my favorite guys that used to play softball for me way back when I was younger. 14-3, the Dragons lead this one. There's a ball, skips out of bounds, last touched off of Ellsworth. Hutchinson will have the basketball. Nene Roebuck will do the honors. So the Blue Dragons with tenacious defense forces that turnover, and Hutchinson with a 14-3 lead will bring it up. Least amount of points that Hutch has given up is 11 in the contest, if you're wondering. Feet on the outside, jumper on its way, missing by Arnett, no good. Rebound cleared out of there by Miller for Ellsworth, and the Panthers will bring it up. Hutchinson will pick him up in half court. Tia Bradshaw guarding about 3 feet off. Now the ball comes over to Stroud. Bailey Stroud, who started her career at Iowa Central, transferred to Ellsworth earlier this year. Ball knocked away. Miller last touched it out of bounds. Then a little play set up right there, but Sammy Miller couldn't come up with the basketball. By the way, Stroud is out of Columbus Junction, Iowa. Tia Bradshaw will bring the basketball up. Angles to the right side. Zone defense now by Ellsworth, Iowa. Swing down low, Mickens, back to Ogle, left side. Bradshaw wide open three, short, way short, no good. Rebound, saved in bounds by the Ellsworth Lady Panthers as Sammy Miller kind of did a balance trick on the baseline and was able to get it back inside. And here now with the basketball is Bailey Stroud. Stroud rolls to the right side, holds up loose basketball. Ogle trying to come up with it. She comes up with the steal, gets the pass away, and finally ran down by Roebuck. Here comes Van Ed all the way to Bradshaw. She'll take a baseline underneath. Gets her own rebound off the miss. Jumper put up on the outside by Roebuck, not there. And the rebound's going to be cleared out by Cheyenne Marshall of Ellsworth. Score remains at 14-3 with 4:01 to go. Quarter number one. Hutchinson with the early lead after 7 quick points by Van Eff to get the game going. Sammy Miller, Bradshaw tied on her, brings it out top of the key. Now she'll drive it down the left side. And a foul is going to be called on the spot foul as she got past the free throw line. Foul's going to be called against Bradshaw. That'll be her first. The first team foul against the Blue Dragons. Back into the lineup, Woodruff will check back in for the Panthers. Now she comes in with 2 fouls already against her. Taking a break is going to be Skylar Geddes. Ball comes in out high. That's Stroud with the basketball, top of the key. Bandage on that left knee, just below the kneecap area. Ogle also with a bandage on her left calf. Ball stolen away by Mickens. Mickens comes up with a loose basketball. She'll bring it up, drives in. Left side, shot up and good. She switched hands, but one off the wrong foot, but it doesn't matter. Mickens got it to go, and it's an end one. As Mickens will go to the line to shoot one. 16-3. Stroud picks up the personal. Hutchinson with the lead. So Bailey Stroud with the first foul of the ball game. 3:23 to go in quarter number one. Is 16-3. Make that 17-3 as Mickens catches in at the free throw line. 5 points for Mickens, the nifty sophomore out of Liberal, Kansas. 17-13 Hutchinson. 3:17 to go. First quarter of play. Outside of the ball is Gertis. She'll go to the left side. Hand check on Mickens, and she pulls away and says, yep, I did it. That'll be her first foul. Second team foul against the Blue Dragon ladies. Inbounding left side will be Miller. Miller slaps the ball, trying to get it in. They'll lob it out. Mickens gets a hand on and steals it. She has Ogle all the way down. Can she get to it? Yes, she does. She finally gets to Ogle, and then she gets to the Van Ent foul before the shot. Good job of balancing the ball on that far side as Mickens couldn't quite get to the basketball to try to get it to Ogle. She finally did, and Ogle was banged into. Will not be a shooting situation. The foul's going to be called on Stroud. It'll be her second. Here's Nene Roebuck's three ball. It won't go. Loose ball picked up by Roebuck on the rebound. She'll get a little closer, shoot it on its way. Not there. And the rebound's going to be cleared out there by Woodruff of the Panthers. Not good percentage shooting for the Blue Dragon ladies right now in this first half of play. Woodruff directs traffic, rolls to the right side, takes baseline all the way down, kicks it all the way to Stroud. She'll shoot it up and hit it. Three-pointer by Stroud from the corner left. Bailey Stroud knocks that down. So 17-6 your score. Blue Dragons with the lead. Here's Roebuck. Left side, Tia Bradshaw. Bradshaw to Ogle. Down low underneath. Shot up and good by Mickens. Mickens with 7. So she and Bannett have 14 of the 19 Blue Dragon points. Ogle with a couple and a Roebuck with 3. Miller on the outside, holds up. Flash it all the way across. Thought the Abbey might have been able to get to that. She does get to that one, but steps out of bounds, they say. It'll be off of the Hutch Blue Dragons. Ellsworth will have the basketball. 19-6, Hutchinson with the early lead. Hutchinson averaging 85.3 points per ball game, while Ellsworth averages 58. Ellsworth was only able to put up 27, though, yesterday in the loss. The basket up and good. Foul's going to be called against the Blue Dragons. It'll be an N1. Miller will go to the line. She got the basket to go, and she will shoot free throws. Ogle picks up the personal foul. It'll be her first. Miller at the line. Takes her time. Little lefty. Lets it fling. And Crow Hump had a lane violation. So the extra point is not good. The score remains at 19-8. And Hutchinson basketball, Hutchinson lead. A minute and 42 to go in this first quarter of play. Here's Mickens. Right side, dribble penetration by Bradshaw. She'll gun it on its way. It's not there. Ogle fights for the rebound, comes up with it, hands it off to Mickens. Basket good. Nice assist by Ogle. 9 points for Mickens. She leads the scorers with 9. 21-8 your score. Hutchinson with the lead. Ellsworth Lady Panthers will bring it across. That's Miller. New 5. Well, new 4, I should say. Oh, now it's 5. Going to be set this checking for the Blue Dragons. There's a steal by Roebuck. Gets it to Bradshaw. Bradshaw brings it down, lays it up, not there. Rebound put back up and good by Dejanay Roebuck. Roebuck now with 5 points. 23-8. Hutchinson with the big lead. Inside of a minute now in this first quarter of play. Well, you expect these Ellsworth girls got to put in a lot of minutes. Miller averages 24.1 minutes a game, and that's when they had more on their roster. It's increased since then. I think she played close to 35 minutes yesterday. Mickens jumps the lane for the steal. Mickens layup, not there, but she's fouled, and she'll step to the line. Jada Mickens anticipating the steal in midcourt. Gerties will pick up the personal. It'll be her first. Team's 5th. At the line will be Mickens, shooting 2. Mickens' toss is good. She's in double figures now with 10 points. 2 for 2 from the foul stripe. Everybody checks out with the exception of Mickens, and she'll be coming out as Kimbrough will be coming in for her. As 4 of the 5 Blue Dragon starters check out of the contest. Mapasua in there. We'll get other names in a second. Mickens casts it in on both. She has 11. She will take a seat. In comes, again, Ty Kimbrough out of Memphis, Tennessee. Also into the ballgame, Sarah Kramer out of Dighton, Kansas. Milan Schimmel, again out of Pendleton, Oregon, checks into the contest. Keely Tenney as well checking into the contest. She's out of New Zealand. And Lauren Mapasua out of Australia checks into the ball game. A lot of freshmen out there with the exception of Sarah Kramer and Kimbrough. Ball on the outer perimeter. 8 seconds to go in the quarter. Shot put up, missing by Woodruff. Long rebound comes out long into the hands of Nystrom. Long three ball, way off its mark, and quarter number 1 is in the books. Hutchinson with the lead. It's 25-8. We will take a 1-minute timeout. Get set for quarter number 2 coming your way from the Sports Arena in Hutchinson. Dragons 25, Panthers 8. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Tax reform impacts virtually every tax return this year. That means yours, too. If you're wondering what that means for you and your refund, but don't want to spend hours reading the tax code, head over to H&R Block. No one knows tax reform better than Block. Their tax pros will help you find every credit and deduction available, so you get every dollar you deserve. Because wouldn't you rather spend more time thinking about what to do with your maximum refund and less time figuring out what a TCJA qualifying eligible dependent is? Hint, it's your kid. In person or online, Block has your back.
Visit H&R Block in Hutchinson, Lyons, and Ellsworth.
The Rothy family name has always been connected to serving the Hutchinson community, and you can expect the same kind of high-quality service when you visit Rothy Family Flooring. They believe you deserve to be treated like family, so they've invested in their own talented and trustworthy installers to lay your floors. No outside contractors will ever knock on your door if Rothy works for you. Let them show you their expansive selection of name brand flooring and trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
A red hot shooting for the Blue Dragons, 47.6% on 10 out of 21 shooting, 1 out of 6 from outside the arc, and 4 to 4 from the free throw line. The Ellsworth Community College, 37.5% on 3 out of 8 shooting, 2 for 5 from outside the arc, 40%, and no free throws. Turnovers, Ellsworth with 12. Dragons were able to turn those into 16 points. Blue Dragons with only 1 turnover in that first half, 6 assists. Out-rebounding, or actually Ellsworth out-rebounding the Blue Dragons 8-7 in that first quarter of play. With the basketball, Ellsworth, Iowa. With the basketball, Miller holds up at the top of the key, trying to get it off to Woodruff, and now finally coming up, loose basketball, ran down and then out of bounds at Sales. Last touch by Gertie's out of bounds. Good job by Schimmel to come over to force a turnover, and then it did turn into a turnover. So Mapasua across the timeline. Dragon Insignia on the floor here at the Sports Arena. Good to see Randy Stang as the athletic director of Johnson County. Longtime athletic director here. He's in attendance. Feed down low underneath. Kimbrough. Shot's not there, but a foul is called. Kimbrough should get 2 at the free throw line. Foul's going to be called against Gertie's. That'll be her second. So 3 different Panthers now with 2 fouls apiece. Gertie's, Woodruff, and Stroud, and they all stand 5'8", 5'8", and 5'7". Kimbrough, free throws up and good. And then you got Kimbrough in there at 6'4". Kimbrough with her first points out of Memphis, Tennessee. Redshirt sophomore, 4.6 points per game average. Had a good game yesterday. Free throw tosses up and good. Got them both. Ty Kimbrough shoots 62.5% coming into the ball game. Averaging that 4.6. So 2 points for her this afternoon. 27-8, Hutchinson with the lead. Second quarter of play, just underway in the second quarter. About a minute deep. There's a steal by Mapasua. Here comes Mapasua on the run. She'll bring it up, kick it right. Three-pointer by Schimmel from outside, not there. The rebound's going to be cleared out of there by Stroud. Stroud will bring it up. Again, Iowa West are really missing those 17, just about 18 points out of the lineup. There's a turnover, and Kimbrough comes up with it. As Nolte did not come back, nor did Lincoln from the semester break. Ball on the outside. Blue Dragons working around. 3-second violation. Getting caught in the lane was Tinney. She had a foot in the lane, and the referee on the far side was doing the counting. It'll be a rare Blue Dragon turnover, only the second of the contest. So Ellsworth will bring the basketball up, down 27-8. 8:46 to go. Again, we're in the second quarter of play. A Holiday Classic, the Polo Bar Grill Holiday Classic. Ellsworth, top side, three-pointer on its way, rimming off by the miss by Gertie's. The rebound cleared out there by the Blue Dragons. Hutch will bring it up. Schimmel to the right side to Kimbrough. And she started to fall backwards, kind of turned her ankle a little bit, got called for the turnover. It'll be her, the third against the team, and Kimbrough saying, hey, my fault. Kind of got doubled up with her feet down low and turns the ball over. Here comes the inbounds. Ellsworth Lady Panthers will bring the basketball up. 8:19, clock ticking away here in the second quarter of play. Glad to have you along on the Blue Dragon Sports Network on the stream, YouTube stream, Hutch Blue Dragons. Subscribe to that so you can be notified whenever the Blue Dragons go live. Baseball, football, basketball, all the sports. Skip pass all the way, stolen by Mapasua. Try to go baseline. Long pass down court, last touched out of bounds by a Lady Panther. So Hutch will have it on the far side, right in front of the AA seats over on that far side. Blue Dragons will inbound. 7:56 to go in the second quarter of play. Sarah Peterson, the camera operator tonight, as we've had some folks with the college get snowed in out in western Kansas. Feed down low, shot up and good. Nice job underneath by Tinney. Tinney with the quick release on the baseline right, puts it up and in. It's 29-8. Hutchinson with the lead. 4 unanswered points for Hutch in his first 2.5 minutes here in the second quarter of play. Stroud hands the ball off, top side, and Gerties has her pocket pick. Good job by Kimbrell to come up with it. Here we go the other way. Schimmel gets it outside. Kramer for 3 from the outside is good. Good to see Sarah Kramer get on track. Her first tray of the game. 32-8. Hutchinson with the lead. Kramer, by the way, a 24% three-point shooter from the outer perimeter. Played a lot of big minutes last year. Ball knocked away out of bounds. Will be retained by the Panthers of Ellsworth. Ellsworth just north of the Des Moines area. Twin Falls. Not Twin Falls. Right off of I-35 up in that area. Beautiful little town. Dribble penetration left side. Shoot and miss. Rebound cleared out there by the Blue Dragon. Tinney. Mapasua. Outside. Top of the key. Blue Dragons working around the outer perimeter. Loose basketball in the middle and picked up by Woodruff, and they be a Dragon turnover, and out of bounds it goes. It'll be Hutchinson basketball was trying to do something with it at the opposite end was Ellsworth and end up turning it over. Here comes Roebuck back in the lineup. Tinney will take a break. 6:28 to go. Second quarter of play. 32-8. Hutchinson with the lead. Mapasua passes into Roebuck. Left side, Schimmel. Over to Mapasua. Back to Schimmel. Milan goes right side with it. Schimmel, top of the key. Kramer had a good look. Decided not to shoot it. Here's Roebuck. 17 on the shot clock. Schimmel, corner left, shoots and misses. Ball bounced 3 times. Kimbrough put back. Yes! Kimbrough with her third and fourth point got the rebound and put it back up and in. Sometimes it hardly even looks like she's jumping because it's 6'4" with those long arms. She didn't have to go up too far. 34-8. There's a pick. Still stolen by Mapasua. Behind the back dribble. Lauren takes it over on the right side. Loops it underneath the Schimmel. Layup good. Nice job by Mapasua to take the pressure away from Schimmel. And Schimmel got an easy basket. 36-8. Hutchinson off and rolling in this one. Trying to go to 14-0, ranked number 6 in the nation, gets set for league play, resuming against Allen County a week from today. The drive down low, Kimbrough with a block. Coming up with the Blue Dragons, Roebuck all the way to Schimmel. Schimmel 1-on-2, she'll take it in strong, and a foul called. Schimmel should shoot free throws, and she'll step to the free throw line. Foul's going to be charged against Cheyenne Marshall. Marshall will pick up her first. Team second in this quarter. So Schimmel will step to the line to shoot 2 free throws. She is a 56.5% free throw shooter. Misses on that attempt. Came off the back iron, and she's a little frustrated with that attempt. She'll shoot a second one. Again, Iowa Western in early action today. Winners 84-66 over the Barton Cougars. Free throw by Schimmel is up and good. So 3 points now for Schimmel. And Schimmel averaging 7.2 points per ball game. Sandy Miller for Ellsworth takes it down to the baseline, kicks it back outside. Into Bailey Stroud's hands. Stroud. Kramer staying tight on her. Outside, Gertis. Back outside, Stroud. Partially deflected by Kimbrough. Here comes Hutchinson. Roebuck Gets it to Mapasua on the outside. Squares, 3 ball in the air, on good. Mapasua knocks down her tray for the first points for her this evening. She averages 3.2 a game and got a big shot from outside. It'll be a full 1-minute break. 40-8. Hutchinson with the lead with 4:39 to go in quarter number 2. We'll be back in 1 minute.
We understand. You can't plan ahead for an illness or injury. Yet you'd really like same-day treatment. That's why Prairie Star offers walk-in clinic services with a responsive medical staff to care for you and your family.
Yes, we want to be your medical home.
Welcome to Prairie Star Health Center and walk-in clinic, whether you have insurance or not. 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
We all like to save money when and where we can, right? You can do that every day at Salt City Pawn and Jewelry. Hi, this is owner Paul Phillips inviting you to stop in and say hi to our friendly staff. And while you're here, check out over 3,000 square feet of great merchandise priced at outstanding values. We don't have to offer huge sale prices for one day only when we do that on a daily basis. Save big over retail prices on firearms, electronics, guitars and amps, name brand tools, video games, jewelry, and more. See us at 916 East 4th and Hutch, just east of 4th and Severance. We're proud to be alumni and supporters of all Blue Dragon athletics.
Little Blue Dragon is still red hot. 51.7% shooting in this first half of play. 62.5 for the quarter. 5 out of 8 shooting. Got a little bit better from outside the arc on 3 out of 10. 7 out of 8 from the foul stripe, while holding Ellsworth Community College to 23.1% shooting. And 2 out of 7 from outside the arc, 28.6%. Turnovers 18 for Ellsworth, 27 points off those Ellsworth turnovers. Tough afternoon for the Ellsworth Panthers. There's a foul called on Mapasua. Mapasua looked like she might have got a pretty clean block, but they elected to caught her on the arm. In the act of shooting, it'll be Sammy Miller going to the foul stripe to shoot free throws. 40-8, Hutchinson with the lead. 4:27 to go before intermission. Miller, free throw toss off the back iron, no good. She'll shoot a second opportunity. Miller averages 7.5 points per ball game. Again, a sophomore, redshirt sophomore out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Free throw toss off its mark, no good. Kimbrough's high for the rebound. Mapasua gathers in the outlet pass, and up comes Hutch. Feed down low, Roebuck. Not there, put back up and good by Roebuck. Nice touch on the shot by Roebuck. Roebuck now with 7 points. Well, you look at Van Epp with 7, Roebuck with 7, 11 for Mickens. And Hutchinson 42-8. Easy pickings right here against Ellsworth. Miller, right side, fall away jumper up, no good. Rebound, Roebuck blocks out and comes up with the basketball. Here's Kramer on the right side. Pulls up, he'll swing it to Mapasua's left side quickly to Schemmel, down low, Roebuck, puts it up, not there. Kimbrough tries it one more time and tries to go up, and a foul called underneath. Kimbrough in the act of shooting, should shoot free throws. Well, they're going to elect that she was bringing the ball down. So into the ball game now for the first time is Kelsey Brett out of South Australia. She would check into the Blue Dragon lineup. Twin sister, played for Iowa Western, had a great game today with 15 points. That's Abby Brett. Here comes the pass outside now to Brett. Brett over to Mapasua, right side, down low underneath. Kimbrough can't handle the pass out of bounds. They saved it, but that's being Ellsworth that saved it. Ellsworth came up with the basketball. 3:32 to go. Quarter number 2. Ellsworth basketball. Well, angle to the right side. Pull it up. Still on the dribble, however, is Sammy Miller. She'll give it off to Stroud. She'll gun and miss. Kimbrough with the rebound. The Dragons will bring it up. Nice job on the rebound. Kimbrough with their 5th rebound. Underneath Roebuck, can't finish. The ball sails out of bounds. It'll be off of Roebuck out of bounds. It'll be Ellsworth basketball. 3:08 remaining to go in this second quarter of play. Don't forget, next week, on the road at Allen County. Iola, Kansas is the time. The time will be 2 and 4 for those games next week. You can catch all the action right here on Hutchinson's Country Station 102.9 KHUT, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. Angle to the right side. Gertis holds up. Ball knocked away. Kimbrough comes away with it. Kimbrough's having a game now, especially defensively. Long pass down court. Mapasua with a bad pass. It goes out of bounds. Turnover against the Hutchinson Blue Dragons. And Hutchinson now with 6 turnovers against them. Up the court comes Sammy Miller. Got to wish a special birthday wish to Rusty Hills, my partner in crime. He has the day off today because it's his birthday. There's a travel call, works against Woodruff. I won't say how old he is, but he's old enough to drive. Let's put it that way. As he put it on a Twitter feed, he's going into his 4th quarter century. Johnson in the lineup for the Blue Dragons. Michaela Johnson out of Crowley, Texas, had a good game yesterday, averages 3.3 a game. Kimbrough with some good minutes. We'll check out. Here's Brett. Travel. Took 2 steps and stopped. It's a bad habit she's going to need to break because it ends up being a turnover, and the Panthers will come up with the basketball. 7 turnovers against the Blue Dragons. They only had 1 in the first quarter of play, so 6 in this quarter. A little bit sloppier play than it was when we started. 42-8, Hutchinson with the lead. 2:10 to go in the quarter. Second quarter of play. Ball top of the key. Ball stolen away by Roebuck. Ball stolen back by Ellsworth, though, at half court. Woodruff came up with a loose basketball. Roebuck kind of got excited. Near steal again. Woodruff way outside. She weighs everybody off, and she drives right side and gets called for the travel. Took 1 too many extra steps, and Woodruff trying to make something happen. She's out of Kansas City, Missouri, redshirt freshman. It's going to be a long season for the Panthers unless they get a few more players to join their cause. And again, they lost 15.5 points out of a young lady out of Australia that didn't return, and then another young lady out of Wyoming. It's not on the roster. 3-pointer by Brett is good. Kelsey Brett knocks down the 3 to make it 45-8. Brett's first points of the afternoon. Miller at the half court, rolls to her left side, crosses over, goes right side at the free throw line, takes Schemmel down to the low post. Outside now to Stroud. She'll drive through. Ball's knocked away, and it'll be the last touch out of bounds off of Bailey Stroud. So Hutchinson will have the basketball with 1:04 to go before the quarter. 45-8. Hutchinson in full control. They have from the get-go. Ellsworth only put up 27 points in the loss yesterday to Barton. Jumper up, missing by Johnson. The rebound putback is good by Nene Roebuck. Roebuck with 9. 47-8. Hutchinson inside of 43 seconds now before intermission. Hutch led in scoring with Mickens with 11 points. Stroud with the ball. Good defense by Johnson along with Schemmel. They get it away. Shot up missing. Rebound Roebuck. She'll come out with it. Gets it over to Schemmel, and she'll push it with 23 seconds to go in the quarter. Drive down by Johnson. Not there. Rebound off the missed shot by Miller for the Panthers. Ellsworth over to Woodruff. She'll shoot it on its way. Rims off, no good. Rebound picked up by the Blue Dragons. Roebuck, 6 seconds. They have a chance here. Kramer drives in, gives it off to Roebuck. She'll put it up, not there. Put up, back up, and good by Roebuck. And she has 11 as the buzzer sounds to indicate the end of the first half of play. Hutchinson leading at the end of the first half of play, 49-8. So holding Ellsworth scoreless in that second quarter of play. Hutchinson with a 49-8 lead. We'll take a 2-minute timeout, add up the numbers. 49-8 your score. Hutchinson on top. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members. Portfolio Recovery Associates. Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic. Barkley Plumbing. Vernon Chiropractic Center. Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group. Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service. Wade Patton Insurance. A&A Builders. Bold Office Shares. Mega Manufacturing. MAYB. Mid-America Youth Basketball. Lowen Corporation. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
vehicles are getting pretty smart these days with semi-automatic control features that make driving easier. But riding in our CAT vehicle is easier yet. You don't have to do a thing. Just stand along the route, wave your hand at the driver, and hop on. Our CAT is first come, first served general public transportation that travels throughout Hutchinson and South Hutchinson hourly, on weekdays from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and on Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Call 694-2913 for further information.
Just as the Hutchinson Blue Dragons athletics are a tradition, so is the Anchor Inn in downtown Hutchinson. Whether you plan lunch or dinner or even take out for home, the Anchor Inn is a great family restaurant that you are sure to enjoy. Order off their great menu or take advantage of the Anchor Inn's awesome buffet. You'll make a great choice either way. The Anchor Inn is also a great spot to meet up with old friends and acquaintances because everyone goes to the Anchor. That's the Anchor Inn at 128 South Main in Hutchinson, proud supporters of Hutchinson Blue Dragon Athletics. Well, welcome back. It's halftime, 49-8. Hutchinson ladies on top at Ellsworth. The Lady Panthers out of Ellsworth, Iowa. Again, let's take a look at the numbers. First of all, for the Blue Dragons, they're shooting 48.7% for the ball game, 50% on that quarter. They're 19 out of 39, 4 out of 11 from outside the arc, 36.4%, and 7 out of 8 from the foul stripe. Blue Dragons out-rebounded Ellsworth 23-11, and that's a big difference from that first quarter of play. They were getting out-rebounded in the first quarter only by 1, but a good job on the boards. Roebuck, Dejanay Roebuck, already with a double-double. She has 11 and 11, 11 points and 11 rebounds. Also a good job in there by Kimbrough with 7 rebounds in that first half of play. Let's look at the point totals. First of all, for the Blue Dragons, they're led by Jada Mickens with 12 points. She was 4 for 4 from the foul stripe and 4 out of 5 from the field. 7 points for Vanette. The first 7 points of the ball game. I doubt if we see her again because she's been playing with a hurt back, but possibly she might get in there. She put in 15 minutes while she was in the ball game. Schimmel with 2 points. Keely Tinney with 2 points. Kelsey Brett with a 3. She just checked in and knocked down the 3-pointer. Kramer with a 3. Kimbrough with 4 and 7, 4.7 rebounds, 3 points for Mapasua with 8 minutes credit, and also Abby Ogle with 2 points, but 4 assists for Ogle when she was in there. She's an assist machine. Roebuck has 6 offensive boards and 5 defensive boards for her 11 points. For Ellsworth, Iowa, they're led in scoring by 3 points, 2 folks with 3. Bailey Stroud with 3 points, also Woodruff with 3. And then Sammy Miller with 2 points. That rounds out their scoring. 11 rebounds total, a whole flurry of several people with only 2 apiece. Turnovers 22, assists only 1. Blue Dragons with 7 turnovers, 11 assists to their credit. Hutchinson with 14 steals in that first half of play. 17-6. The Ellsworth 17.6% shooting, 3 out of 17. They're 2 for 10 from outside the arc. So a tough afternoon for Ellsworth. That's the Medicine Shop in-game capsule brought to you by that little white castle at 14th and Main. Flu shot time, folks, and I mean it really, truly is. If you have not been paying attention, the flu is running pretty rampant. There's several different varieties, both the stomach as well as the respiratory. Why take the chance? Get in and get your flu shot. Now, that won't help with the stomach, or what's called the stomach virus, basically, but for your near pneumonia, bronchitis type of thing that can go into pneumonia, that type of flu, upper respiratory, it will help you get through the flu season a lot better. Also, pneumonia shots. Anybody over 50 years of age needs to be considerate of that. Also, don't forget the shingles vaccine. They got the new Shingrix, and they can help you out in that regard, plus all kinds of other vitamins and over-the-counter products that are outstanding. You can save some money at the Medicine Shop. They'll plug your prescriptions into a computer, tell you what's going to be the best long-term or type D insurance if you're getting close to that time of heading into your life. That would be maybe more next year. I think the deadline passed on December 7th. They certainly can take care of you. They'll deliver. They'll do a little bit of everything. That's the Medicine Shop at 14th and Main in Hutchinson. The Little White Castles, like we used like to say. Rick Stone and the gang wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. They really, truly do, as they do a great job of helping out folks around the area with delivery of their medication, explaining exactly what is needed. Right here, 49-8. Blue Dragons on top. We're going to take a couple-minute timeout and check some bowl scores. Got a special friend that's going to stop by and chat with me for a while as well. 49-8. Dragons on top of the Lady Panthers out of Ellsworth, Iowa. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
If getting a new iPhone is on your wish list, then wish no further. At Next Tech Wireless, all smartphones, including the new iPhones, are 50% off. You can save over $350 on your new iPhone and even trade in your old phone for more credit. Have multiple lines? That's even better, because your third, fourth, or even fifth line will get you unlimited data free for a year. Next Tech Wireless has more than 50 store locations to serve you. Switch today and start saving. Certain restrictions apply. Phone guard required.
Hi, this is Brian Bobo at Midwest Ford and Toyota here in Hutchinson. Well, the end of the year is upon us, and as that old saying goes, we're stacking them deep and selling them cheap. So we're doing a penny over sale. Yeah, that's right, a penny over on all new Ford and Toyotas in stock. You gotta come see us before the end of the year. That's at 1100 East 30th here in Hutchinson or online at MidwestSuperstore.com.
Needing repairs, parts, belts, or bags for your vacuum? How about free pickup and delivery for any service? Hi, this is Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady. I work on all vacuums, including Auric, Herbie, Simplicity, Your Car, Hoover, Kenmore, and all Panasonics. I can get bags and parts for almost any vacuum. Plus, in most cases, I'll save you up to 40% on your bag purchase. Best of all, I deliver at no charge for parts and service of your vacuum. Call me Donna Pitzer, the Bag Lady, at 663-4322 or text vacuum cleaners to just text it.
Basketballs are bouncing and crowds are cheering. Your best offense during cold and flu season is a good defense. Drink plenty of liquids, get plenty of rest, and keep your hands sanitized. If a bug still manages to get you, Ashcraft Pharmacy, your local Health Mart pharmacy, has over-the-counter medications that can help. Or if you need a prescription, we offer free mail-out, free delivery, or call ahead for our handy curbside service. Go Dragons! From Ashcraft Pharmacy in the Hart Shopping Center, South Hutchinson, and Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Are those new?
Pretty new. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Sports Arena. 49-8, Hutchinson with the lead at intermission. Lady Dragons cooking on all 8 cylinders. Joining me now, Sean James. He's a Salt Hawk by heart and a Blue Dragon by heart, and he went to Missouri Southern, correct, Sean? Is that where? I think that's where you went to play football and played a little bit with the Vikings, and now living up the Big Apple and up in New York. Good to see you, man.
Good to see you. It's always good to see you. You're looking good, too.
You look like you're about 32 years of age. Now, Swanson's looks a lot older than you do.
Oh, he's gonna hate you for that one.
He's got that little area right back here that's getting a little thin up there. You know what I'm talking about? I saw PA the other day. He's getting pretty thin up there, too. Tom Brown hardly has any hair, so there you go.
We're all falling apart.
D-Rock and the whole gang.
You know what it is? I think last year everyone started to turn 50. So I'm the last one. Ryan turns 50 this month. Paul was in August, and then I'm in March. So I think everything starts to fall apart at 5-0.
All right. Well, you guys played a lot of softball. I appreciated keeping in touch with you for years from now. And how's everything going up in New York? Got some special foundations going on up there. The anti-bullying campaign going on, and it's always good to see you coming back here to see the folks, huh?
No, always. Mom and Dad are still here, so I will always be coming back. And then I think last year I came back so much because I spoke at the Dylan Fletcher series, and I was I did some things for the high school. So this year I didn't get back as much, but it's always just kind of a good state to relax, and I stay there for a week. And what was so funny, I was driving down the street, and I was explaining to my girlfriend where I played high school, and we're going by Don Michaels, and you were on the radio, and I'm like, I gotta text Glenn. So I appreciate you asking me, because I haven't been in here since last year.
Cool. Yeah. You think Sports Arena? Remember we used to have upstairs, and now it's air conditioned, man.
I know.
You need to get a little tour. Got to go over to the gyms and see everything. It's pretty cool.
I tell you though, like, I think playing high school ball here, we took it for granted. Maybe we didn't, but we did. And you know, people don't realize the studs that have been produced on this floor, from Spud Webb, from Spoon James, to Walter Berry, and then Steve Henson, all the things that happened on this court, Todd Ball. And you come back, and it just brings you to that nostalgic feeling of just, this is where I grew up. I literally grew up at the YMCA here in my high school, so it's always good just to be, it's home.
Yep. Now, Sean's talking about times when we didn't have the SAC over there where high school plays now. all the high school games were also played, so you shared the arena here. Even though it was across the street, that took some. It was good for them to get their own little home over there with the SAC. Make a big difference here, but you remember the days when this place would get loud and rowdy with 8,000 to 9,000 people in here playing basketball. 3 national championships now. A couple of years ago got another one, but you remember way back when, it would have been 88.
Yeah,
that would have been, you would have been a sophomore.
I think for me, it started, I remember the Charles Terry days, but I remember when Todd Christian and Tyrone Jones and Ed Manuel, before they put the three-point line in at JC. And then my class, which was Cody Walters and the group that actually won a national championship here, was one of the greatest memories, because I happen to be here. And then, the success they've had since then is just great. So, at the end of the day, you always got to come through Hutch to get to the National Junior College Tournament. So, and as a kid, I worked here. I got to be the ball boy and all those things. So, it's such a big part of just my life growing up in Hutch.
Well, and that team is going in, by the way, into the Quarterback Hall of Fame coming up here in just a few weeks. The whole team is going in as 88. So, and Donna Broadus, who worked up in the department, you would have known Donna and the students. So.
Most definitely. I might come back for that just to see some of those guys, because what people don't realize is that a lot of those, like Reggie Morton, we played against at Derby. So we were competitive with these guys, and I think Steve Fritz. There were so many studs on that team. There was a lot of studs.
And there was also a 7 overtime ball game. Ryan Swanson hit a half-court shot, and Reggie Morton hit a half-court shot for Derby.
What a game.
It was some crazy times. So, hey, I got to take a quick time out. Go give your young lady a little tour of the place. Take her through the 1928 room over here as well. Don't forget about that. And show her some stuff here.
I will.
We know she's got Madison Square Garden, but we got Sports Arena, right?
Exactly.
That's the way it is.
This is our Madison Square Garden.
That is right. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more basketball action coming your way from the Sports Arena. The Holiday Classic brought to you by Polo Sports Bar and Grill. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
First National Bank is always open. We've made it easier than ever to conduct all of your banking from your smartphone, tablet, or laptop. You pick the location to get started, all via fnbhutch.bank. Apply for a loan or open an account over your lunch break or from the comfort of your own home. Electronic banking everywhere you are. Get started at fnbhutch.bank. We wish you happy holidays and a very Merry Christmas from your friends at First National Bank. We're first for you.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert F. of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Vernon Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
For over 15 years, Erickson Custom Building has designed, built, and remodeled homes and commercial projects in central Kansas. Whether you're looking to replace a deck, wanting to build an addition, or remodel your kitchen, our customers receive individualized attention, quality craftsmanship, and exceptional customer service from start to finish. Erickson Custom Building offers new construction and remodeling services in addition to commercial and insurance projects. Visit our website today at ericksoncustombldg.com.
Welcome to the Hutchinson Medicine Shop. With the emergence of big business, not only in pharmacy, but all industries, the Medicine Shop is proud to be a thriving local business in Hutchinson. We're so thankful to our customers in Hutchinson, Reno County, and Central Kansas for your support. In turn, we're proud to be a major sponsor of the Hutch High Salthawks, as well as other area high schools, the Blue Dragons, Chiefs, Royals, Jayhawks, and Wildcats. You support us, and the Hutchinson Medicine Shop supports local sports.
The Blue Dragons will have the basketball to start this second half of play. Arnett, three-pointer from the right wing, off no good. Fight for the rebound. Ogle comes up with it, but we have a foul called underneath on the baseline and will be called against. I think it's against the Blue Dragons. Let's check for sure. They're reacting like it will be. It will be against Roebuck. She'll pick up the personal. It'll be only her first. So Ellsworth now will have the basketball. They trail it 49-8. Now the record is 11 points for an opposing team score-wise, so I'm pretty sure Ellsworth is going to eclipse that. But good, tenacious defense by the Blue Dragons. I think John probably challenged them a little bit at the half to play as clean in the second half as you possibly can. Boy, putting the defense on. Close to a 5 count, and they will. It'll force the turnover. Hutchinson will have the basketball. 49-8, Hutch with the lead. Always good to see Sean James joining me at halftime to chat a little bit about what his life is like right now. Ball on the outside, Arnett. Down low to Mickens. Kicks it back outside. Tim Bradshaw from 3, left side. It won't go. Rebound cleared by the Panthers of Ellsworth as Gertie's comes up with a loose basketball. Miller will walk it up. Young ladies out of Ellsworth have to play a lot of minutes because of the situation with only 6 players. As Miller played 18 to the 20 minutes in that first half of play. Ball on the outer perimeter. They're working on the right side. They'll weave it out front, just taking some time. Woodruff comes up with the basketball and a shot clock violation. Ends up being a turnover against the Panthers. That will be their 23rd turnover of the contest. 8:44 to go in the third. Hutchinson basketball. Blue Dragons left side Ogle. She's out of Baldwin City, Kansas. Top side Arnett. Over to Bradshaw. Done low underneath the Mickens. Shot won't go. Mickens tried to get it underneath Roebuck. Goes down and draws the foul. Nene will have to win her points at the free throw line right now. Sammy Miller will pick up only her first. Roebuck will step to the line to shoot free throws. Good free throw shooter, 77.2 points per game out of Olathe, Kansas. Roebuck's toss is up and good. Nene now with 12 points in the contest. She averages 16.1 per game. Second toss is good. So 3 out of 3 from the foul stripe. Point total is a 15. 51-8 your score right now. Hutchinson with the lead. Miller across the timeline, top of the key. Backs in against Bradshaw to the free throw line. Takes her left side, holds up. Now picked up her dribble. It's got to get rid of the basketball. Throws it to Woodruff. She'll gun it on its way. Rims off no good. Ogle with the rebound. Saved in. Loose basketball. Finally ran down by Roebuck. 8:05 to go in the ball game's third quarter. Underneath the Mickens. Basket good by Mickens. So Mickens picks up right where she left off in the first half. She has 13 points. And the point total for Dragons reaches 53. 53-8 your score. Hutchinson with the lead. Sammy Miller out of Lincoln, Nebraska, across the timeline for the Panthers of Ellsworth. Outside, top side. Iowa Falls is the hometown for the Ellsworth Panthers. Beautiful little laid-back little town in central Iowa, just north of Des Moines. There's a steal by Roebuck. I'm checked by Ogle. Here comes Mickens. Sprint dribble all the way down for Mickens. Layup is good. Mickens now with 15. Mickens came in over averaging 9.5 points per ball game. She has 15 for the game here. 55-8 now. Your score. Hutchinson with the lead. Miller will bring it across the timeline. Again, played 18 minutes in that first half. 20 minutes for Skylar Gertie's. Miller with the ball on the outside, but she's handling the ball most of the time. Lays it up and foul call. They're going to get this one on Mickens. It'll be Jada's second personal. In the act of shooting, Miller will step to the foul stripe. 2 points to her credit so far. Also missed a free throw. And she had a crow hop that took one away from her that she made. Free throw toss is up and good. 3 points total for her now. She'll shoot a second one. Mickens takes her time. Free throw toss is up and good. So 4 points for Miller. And the Panthers on the board. 55-10 your score. That's correct. 55-10. Hutchinson led it 25-8 after the first quarter of play. Rebound off the miss by Roebuck. Loose basketball. Mickens picks it up, puts it up and in. Mickens with 17 points. Big semifinal NCAA football tonight. Alabama and Oklahoma. Everybody's looking forward to that one. I also think that Notre Dame game will be a good one as well. Ball on the outside, Miller. Top side rolls to the left wing. Still with the basketball on the outside. Dribble penetration to the left. Bounce pass down low underneath. They'll kick it out. The three-pointer from outside rattles down and good. Shot put up and good by Gertie's. Gertie's with the three-pointer. 57-13. Blue Dragons give up the three-pointer. Notre Dame and Clemson tied up at 3 apiece now. That's in that first semifinal that's taking place right now. There's Roebuck comes up with it outside Arnett. Shot on its way. Three-pointer won't go. Mickens with the rebound. Rolls to her right. Puts it up. Not there. Roebuck put back. Not there, but a foul called. And Roebuck will earn him at the line. Tell you what, everybody talks about the Alabama-Oklahoma matchup. I think that Clemson and Notre Dame one is going to be a humdinger, and already showing that it is. 3-3 tie with 13:26 to go in the second quarter of play in that one. Free throw toss by Roebuck is good. Roebuck now with 3 straight free throws in this second half to give her her 14th point. Here comes Tinney back in the lineup. Kimbrough will check back in as well. Free throw toss not there. First miss by Dejanay Roebuck. And with the basketball is Miller. Miller calls out the play. 58-13, Hutchinson. Roebuck's first miss from the foul stripe. Outside top. Goes over to Woodruff. Woodruff on the dribble. Goes left side, and a reach-in foul called. This one's going to be called on Tia Bradshaw. Bradshaw picks up the personal. That'll be her second. 13 foul against the Blue Dragons. Roebuck checks out. Mickens comes out with a painful look on her face, and checking back in is Kimbrough along with Tinney. Miller set the lob and in. Gets it out to Woodruff. Woodruff rolls to the top side. She's out of Kansas City, Missouri. Spins down low. Ball knocked away. Wide open underneath. Shot up missing by the Panthers. And a rebound cleared out by Tia Bradshaw. Bradshaw will bring it up quickly. Left side, Arnett. Three-pointer off. It's marked no good. Rebound baseline. Last touched out of bounds off of a Panther player. And Woodruff was laying on the court. It went off of her out of bounds. Hutchinson will inbound. Here it comes into Ogle. Ogle drives inside, puts it up, shot not there. Kimbrough wants to go up and will score it. Nice job by Kimbrough. Points 5 and 6 for Kimbrough as the Lady Blue Dragons have hit 60. 60-13, Hutchinson with the lead. 4:42 to go in this third quarter of play. Woodruff. Outside, she'll gun it on its way and hit it. Big three-pointer by Woodruff. That's her second three. She has 6 to lead the way for the Panthers. 60-16 now. Panthers did not score in the second quarter. Kimbrough kicks it out to Bradshaw. 3-second violation. Kimbrough was parked in the lane. It'll go as a turnover against Hutchinson. So now the Lady Dragons a little lethargic to start this third period of play. They led at halftime 49-8. By now it's 60-16. Woodruff isolates on Tinney. Now she'll gun it on its way and hit another one. She's got 3. 3 trays. 9 points for Woodruff. She's been all their offense. 60-19. Flash pass to Kimbrough. She'll kick it back outside, coming our way. Nice job by Chase Swanson to track that ball down, and it goes out of bounds. It'll end up being a Dragon turnover. Getting set to inbound will be Woodruff. Woodruff will bring it on the dribble. Top of the key, pulls it up a little bit. Now she takes it down inside. Nice in between 2 players and a jump ball call. Possession error will be Ellsworth's way. So with 3:36 remaining to go in this third quarter play. Hutchinson a little sloppy trying to come up with the layup up and good. Cheyenne Marshall scores her first 2 points of the game. 60-21 now. Hutchinson gives up a couple points in the middle. Ogle, nice pass inside to Tinney. Shot doesn't go. Loose basketball picked off the floor by Nystrom. And the Panthers of Iowa Falls, Ellsworth will bring the basketball up. Again, it's Ellsworth Community College. There is Ellsworth, Iowa. But that's not where Ellsworth is located. They're in Iowa Falls, home of Nick Collison. Ball corner left. Ball knocked away. It'll be Blue Dragon basketball. Hutch will have the basketball with 2:59 to go. First trips up to Iowa Falls was for football a couple years ago. Drove all night long to get up there. Steve Carpenter and I had several all-night trips up to Iowa as they take on both Iowa Central as well as Iowa Western and Ellsworth in football action. Feed down low underneath Tenney. Shot won't go. Knocked away out of bounds. Last touched by Gertis out of bounds. It'll be Hutchinson basketball. Hutch a little lethargic. 11 points scored in this one. Comparatively, actually, they're being outscored in this quarter. Feed inside to Kimbrough, and she'll be fouled. Kimbrough will go to the line and shoot the free throw. Gertis will pick up the personal. That'll be her third. Kimbrough will step to the line to shoot free throws. 62.5% free throw shooter for the Blue Dragons. Out of Memphis, Tennessee. Free throw toss is up and good. Kimbrough with 7. She will shoot a second one. Free throw toss, got that one down as well. 8 points for Kimbrough. Ty Kimbrough out of Memphis, Tennessee. Transferred from Northwest Florida. Was down there to start her career. Transferred here, got hurt on the road, warming up for a national championship first round game. Hurt the knee, rehabbed, and is back out there. Dice line, near steal, loose basketball, jump ball called, or timeout taken. Timeout taken by the Panthers. We'll get a break in. 2:16 to go in the third. Hutchinson 62, Panthers 21 of Ellsworth. We'll be back. And
parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112. Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
The coaching staff of the Blue Dragons talking things over. I think, it's tough to, when you have a 49-8 lead at intermission, tough to kind of get fired up for the third quarter. But right now, Ellsworth is playing pretty good here in the third. They've scored 13 points in this third period of play, comparatively to the Blue Dragons' 13. So even Steven here in the third, if you want to look at it that way. But Hutchinson with a big lead is 62-21. No doubt they're going to go to 14-0 on the season. Take a little time off before they head to Iola, Kansas a week from today. Rusty and Darren Dunn, Rusty Hills, Darren Dunn will bring you all the action from Allen Community College. Here comes the inbounds. Miller gets it in. They'll shoot it up and on its way. There was only 3 on the shot clock while they let it go, and Abby Ogle comes up with a rebound on the air ball. Ogle drives in, bounces into somebody, shot up and good by Tenney. Tenney with the follow, puts it up and in. She has 4. Ogle with the drive right down the middle, but was not able to finish. Tenney was there to clean up a little bit. 64-21, Hutchinson with the lead. 15 points in this quarter now for the Blue Dragons. 1:50 to go in the quarter. Miller, left side. That's Sammy Miller out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Holds up. Ball knocked away. Kimbrough got a hand on it. And with the basketball on the outside will be Miller. Ball on the outer perimeter. Layup up and good by Tenney. Tenney with 6 points now to her credit. Tenney trying to get it going, and finally does get it up and in. Nice job by Tenney to come up with it.
Trust your home to the best. Rothy Family Flooring, 325 North Main, Hutchinson.
Don't bring it up. And Bradshaw take it on the left side. 13 seconds to go before the quarter mark. Bradshaw, right side. Glad to have you back. Lost you for a little bit. Sorry about that, as internet connections sometimes do fail. Jumper up and on its way. Three-pointer by Bradshaw won't go. Kimbrough with the putback. It won't go. And the end of three is here. Blue Dragons leading it by a score of 69-21. We will take a 1-minute timeout. We'll come back for the fourth and final quarter tonight. We'll be back with more coming your way for the Sports Arena right after this.
To anyone considering a
1-minute timeout
or looking for an attentive primary care physician who's more concerned about you than your insurance, welcome to Prairie Star Health Center. We offer health care held to a higher standard with a choice of dedicated, compassionate physicians. Experience the difference you'll feel when you have a patient-centered medical home. Prairie Star Health Center, 30th and K61 in Hutchinson.
When you're looking for jewelry that's one of a kind, remember Amelia Bedelias, filled with thousands of beads and stones. And with my passion for design, I can create something that's perfect for you. Amelia Bedelias, 115 and a half South Main Street in downtown Hutchinson. Go Blue Dragons!
This is Kelly, owner of Brick House Boutique. Whether you're getting a jump start on your gift buying or you're looking for the perfect outfit for yourself, come see my new selection of gorgeous, comfortable clothing that I know you'll fall in love with. That's Brick House Boutique, 117 South Main in Hutchinson. Big city chic in a downtown boutique.
Well, thanks, Kelly. A great place to shop for your Brick House Boutique in downtown Hutchinson, 69-21. Hutchinson with the lead. Blue Dragons finally got going in that third period of play after they allowed Ellsworth to put up 13 points. Blue Dragons were able to outscore them 20-13 and lead it right now 69-21. As we head to the fourth quarter of play, it'll be Blue Dragons basketball. Hutchinson outside. Kramer back on the outer perimeter, holds up. Top of the key to give it. Jumper up and good by Tenney. Nice play right there. Nice set play. Tenney now with 8 points to her credit. She averages right at 6 points a ball game. Angle to the right side. That's Woodruff, who's back in there after a little bit of a break. She picked up 2 quick fouls. It's hung in there pretty good. Three-pointer attempt by Miller won't go. Rebound cleared out of there by Schimmel. Schimmel across the timeline. Schimmel looks left, in and out of the hands of Tenney. Loose basketball and picked up by Ellsworth. So a turnover against the Blue Dragons as Bailey Stroud comes away with it. Hutchinson, by the way, with 9 turnovers going into this quarter. That gives them 10 now with that turnover. Ellsworth, on the other hand, 27 turnovers, and now they turn it over, just about turned over again. Last touched out of bounds by the Blue Dragons' Schimmel. So Ellsworth, the inbound left side. Well, I'm looking at the minutes. Sammy Miller's played 28 of the 30 minutes that we've played so far. And Gertie's had played all 30. She has not had a break, and that's what's going to wear Ellsworth down. They're just flat going to get tired. Ball on the outside. As Stroud rolls to the right side. Takes Kramer down low. Ball knocked away. Shot clock violation. Turnover number 28 for the Ellsworth Panthers. Blue Dragons have converted 40 points off those 28 rebounds. Turnovers, excuse me. Ball on the outside. Schimmel, right side. Mapasua is back in there. Feed down low to Johnson. Double teamed. Holds up. Ball stripped away from her, and it ends up a jump ball. It'll turn the ball over as the possession now points the Panthers' way. So the Panthers will have the basketball. So 8:34 to go in the ball game. In a quick game. This one started at 3 o'clock. Glad to have you along. You listen to Blue Dragon basketball on Hutchinson's Country Station, 102.9 in Hutchinson, as well as KWBW 1450 AM and 98.5 FM. KHUT, the voice of Blue Dragon Sports. There's a foul called. This one will work against Tenney. She will pick up her first. In the act of shooting, we'll check Woodruff. And Danny Woodruff will step to the line. Again, the story behind Ellsworth, they lost 2 players. Nolte and Lincoln both played in a loss to Clear Lake. One had 26 points and one had 21, did not return after the semester break. Woodruff free throws up and missing. She has 3 trays to her credit. Will shoot this second free throw. 8:22 to go. Free throw toss up and missing. The rebound's cleared out there by the Blue Dragons. So Hutchinson will bring it up. Here's Kramer. Well, she had Schimmel for a second. Kramer right side. Mapasua down low to Johnson. She'll wheel her way down low and puts it up and in. Nice job by Michaela Johnson. She has scored her first 2 points of the contest. So every Dragon, with the exception of Tia Bradshaw, has scored in the ball game, and Tia not in there at the moment. John Woodruff just about stumbles away, and Schimmel pulls off her to switch with Johnson out top. They'll kick it right wing. Shot clock at 9 now. Woodruff gets it back. Rolls to the right, takes it all the way to baseline, kicks it outside. Ball knocked away. Kramer drives forward. Dragons come up with a turnover by the Panthers. Here comes Mapasua, left side. Tenney blocked, but foul called. They'll whistle this one on Gerties. That'll be her 4th. Skylar Gerties will pick up her 4th. This coming at the 7:33 mark of this 4th quarter of play. At the line will be Tenney to shoot free throws. Free throws up and good by Keely Tenney. 9 points for Tenney. She shoots 63.8% from the foul stripe, knocks both of them down. 10 points. She's in double figures. And the lead is 75-21 Hutchinson. 7:30 to go. Don't forget, coming up January 7th, both Steve Eck and John Onges' Dragon Talk show will start again, as well the Reno County Coaches Corner and more. All right, on BW Radio, John Onges' Dragon Talk from the Polo Bar Grill. 25 East 30th here in Hutchinson. Woodruff drives down, draws the foul. Tenney will pick up the personal. At the line shooting will be Woodruff. Woodruff, 7:08 to go, will step to the line, knock down those 2 trays to start this 3rd quarter of play. Has 9 points total, 3 trays to her credit. Shoots this one up and in. So she's 1 out of 3 from the foul stripe now. Converts on that trip to the line. She'll shoot a second one. Takes her time. Free throw toss. Up and missing. Rebound's cleared out by the Blue Dragons. Johnson got the board. 75-22 Hutchinson. Blue Dragons are going to go to 14-0, and Ellsworth Panthers will fall to 0-15, and they'll be 0-4 on their trip to Kansas. Both teams will go back to conference play in their respective conferences. Mapasua 3 ball, it won't go. Rebound Tenney. They'll recut it, reset it. Kramer, jump shot, up and good. Nice job by Sarah Kramer. Kramer put in a lot more minutes last year, but she knows she's a role player this year. Does a good job. Good to have that experience handy coming off the bench. Here Miller with the ball on the outside. Goes right side over to Woodruff. Because Kelsey Brett will check into the Blue Dragon lineup. Next available dead ball whistle. Mapasua comes out with it. Reach-in foul called on Stroud. Mapasua kind of looked and said, look what I found. When she was off to the races, she also had Kramer streaking down the court. Brett will check in. Schimmel will check out. With the basketball will be Mapasua. Brett has hit a 3 in this game. Outside now. Flash pass to Johnson. She'll take it on the dribble herself. Puts it up and in. Well, that'd be nice to get some production like that from Kayla. Miller in the backcourt. She'll bring it across, and the timeout's going to be taken by Ellsworth. 30-second timeout coming your way. 5:50 to go in the ball game. 79-22. Hutchinson in full control. We'll be back in a half minute.
HCC Sports is brought to you by the Sportscaster Club members, Portfolio Recovery Associates, Dr. Robert Epp of the Hutchinson Clinic, Barkley Plumbing, Burning Chiropractic Center, Tim and Gina Ritter, along with Brian Strange of the Green Vision Group, Sutton Kaufman Transmission Service, Wade Patton Insurance, A&A Builders, Bold Office Shares, Mega Manufacturing, MAYB, Mid-America Youth Basketball, Lowen Corporation, Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, and by Mann, Wyatt, and Rice, LLC. These Sportscaster Club members help provide funds for HCC scholarships.
Well, special thanks to Larry Stonecipher for doing all the chief engineer work, both last night as well as this afternoon. We'll let him have a few days off before we get going again next week. Rusty and Darren Dunn will bring him all the action. There's a steal, but the Blue Dragons. Woodruff went down. She's hurt. We'll go down the other way. Kramer with the layup. Sarah Kramer now with 7 points in the contest, and Woodruff will be okay, but she comes up limping a little bit. And it's 81-22 now with 5.5 to go in the fourth quarter play. Blue Dragons with the lead. Miller drives left side, takes baseline all the way down, not there. Kramer with the rebound. Hutchinson on the run. Kramer angles to the right side. Brett gets set. She'll shoot it on its way. Rims off, no good. Had a good look, didn't get it. Rebound cleared out of there by the Ellsworth Panthers. Woodruff all the way down. Charging foul will be called on Woodruff as she came down and took it right at Brett. Brett took the hit. That'll be the third personal against Woodruff. She's done a pretty good job of staying foul-free after picking up 2 quick fouls early on. Kramer will get a break. Tinney will inbound. Mapasua will bring the basketball up. Mapasua, left side. Kelsey Brett. Top of the key. Now right side, Mapasua. Flash pass to Johnson. Shot up and good. Michaela's playing well. 6 points in the second half for Michaela Johnson. Only put in 3 minutes in that first half of play. He's done a good job here in the fourth period. Outside, jumper partially deflected. Blue Dragons come up with a Mapasua. She'll bring it. Left side, Johnson bounces inside. Won't get it done, but she'll go to the line to shoot the free throws. The foul's going to be called. They'll whistle this one on Miller. She'll pick up her second one, and Michaela Johnson will step to the line. Now, she is a 41.7% free throw shooter, but has not in her defense been there a whole lot this year. Being sparely off the bench. Taking her time here. Free throw toss short, no good. She'll shoot the second one. Michaela with 6 points, all coming up in the second half. Woodruff will check out. Johnson will get set to shoot another one. That foul, by the way, again was number 3 on Miller. Free throw toss up missing. Brett gets the rebound, put back underneath is good, but Kelsey Brett snuck in there and picks up her 4th and 5th point, first of the second half. 85-22, Hutch. 4:13 to go in the fourth quarter of play. Ball outside left wing. Ball on the outside, feed down low. Mapasua can't handle it, turnover. And it will be Ellsworth basketball. Larry, you're being hard on yourself. You didn't mess up. I did on this end. Here comes with the basketball will be Miller. And she'll bring it across the timeline. Looks to the left side. Hands it off. Larry Stonecipher. Yeoman's duty on the board this afternoon. And like I said last time, this shot put up. Schimmel comes up with it. Like I said, Blue Dragons have about a week off between now and when they go to Allen. Ball knocked away out of bounds. A lot of contact but nothing called. They'll say it's going to be Hutchinson basketball as Tinney got a hand on it. By the way, that men's game at Iola will be a much improved Allen County team. So that won't be a gimme. Outside shot put up by Kelsey Brett, not there. Rebound, feed down low, Tinney, basket, good. Nice feed by Mapasua. She streaked the pass down low. Mapasua is starting to take a lot of pride in the passes that she gets down low for the assists. Mapasua, going into this quarter, had 1 assist to her credit. Outside, Miller. Jumper up and on its way. Three-pointer won't go. Rebound cleared out by Tinney. 3:01 to go. Here comes Schimmel into the forecourt. Outside, Mapasua. They'll go left wing with it. Hold it up. Flash pass inside to Johnson. Takes it down low and draws the foul. And Stroud guilty of the infraction. That'll be her fourth. Both teams with bonus situations now. Nope, check that. Just the Blue Dragons with bonus situation. Timeout's taken by Ellsworth. See if it's a partial or a full. It will be a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in a half minute.
This is Carter File, president of Hutchinson Community College. I invite you to join us this winter as the proud tradition of Blue Dragon men's and women's basketball continues at the historic Hutchinson Sports Arena. Both teams are favorites in the tough Jayhawk Conference, so you won't want to miss any of the action. Find the schedule at BlueDragonSports.com, like us on Facebook, and follow Blue Dragon Sports on Twitter. As always, go Blue Dragons.
87-22, all Hutchinson. They led it 25-8 at the end of one quarter play, 49-8 at halftime. That's right. Ellsworth did not score in that second quarter of play. 69-21 at the end of three, and now 87-22. So only 1 point in this fourth quarter for Ellsworth Panthers. Woodruff back into the lineup. Nystrom will take a different spot in the lane. Johnson gets set at the free throw line. Free throw toss is up and off, no good. She'll shoot a second one. Johnson spins the ball. Now she gets set. Free throw toss is up and good. So Michaela on that trip, 1 out of 2. And with the basketball will be Miller on the outside with 2:41 to go for Ellsworth. Loose basketball, Kelsey Brett comes up with the steal. Pass down to Mapasua, layup good. Mapasua with 5 points to her credit. She averages 3.2 a game. Again, out of Queensland, Australia. Her father here visiting her since the 23rd of December. Spent Christmas with her. Tim Tam's her favorite little snack. Ball on the outside right. Woodruff. Angle to the right side. Takes the baseline. Throws one up. Not there. Three-pointer by Miller off its mark. No good. Loose basketball. Aimlessly bounces away out of bounds. It'll be a shot. Well, would it be a shot clock violation? Goes out of bounds. Last touched off of Iowa Western. Check that. Alpha Ellsworth. Excuse me. Iowa Western, by the way, put it on Barton today, 84-66. That was the other two teams in this tournament. Brett to Mapasua, down low to Tenney. Layup good. Nice pass by Lauren Mapasua down low underneath to Tenney. Tenney with 14 points, all coming, well, check that. Not all but 2 coming in this second half of play. 92-22, Hutchinson. That's right, you're hearing the score correctly. Blue Dragons number 6 in the nation. And turned over by Ellsworth right there on the pass to the low blocks. So 1:26 to go. A 70-point lead for the Lady Blue Dragons. Left side, inside, shot put up by Johnson. Not there, gets her own rebound. No, puts it up and in. Michaela's cleaning up on the inside. She has 9 points. Trying to get into the double point situation. 1:04 to go here. And now 1 minute remaining. Ellsworth angles on the outside. We will not have a coach's show, by the way, so we'll take a quick break, come back and wrap things up. Johnson outlet to Brett. Brett brings it up on the streak, lays it up, and misses. Gets her own rebound. Put back not there. She'll earn him at the foul stripe as she goes down on her derriere in the middle of the paint. Marshall will pick up the personal. That'll be her second. Kind of amazed that Ellsworth hasn't lost anybody by the foul route as they had gotten in foul trouble early. Free throw toss is up and good by Kelsey Brett. Kelsey knows her role. She has 6 points, averages 4.8 points per ball game. Had a couple breakout games last year. Free throws up and missing. Rebound is going to be cleared away by Ellsworth. They'll bring it up with 40 seconds remaining. Hutchinson should have one more possession. Angle Miller back outside. Gerties has it. She'll let one fling. It's not there. Tenney comes up with the loose basketball. We're inside of 25 seconds, and I doubt if the Blue Dragons will even run a play. Hutchinson's going to go to 14-0 on the young season. They'll go into 2019 ranked number 6 in the nation, and they'll get set to travel to Iola, Kansas to take on Allen County a week from today at 2 o'clock. You be sure and tune in if you can. And that's going to be your final score. Hutchinson 95, Ellsworth Community College 22. We will take a 2-minute timeout, wrap things up. Blue Dragons go to 14-0. Panthers go to 0-15. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
ARCAT is now part of a regional transportation partnership with Sedgwick